Hello, we'll be starting in just a minute. Welcome to the Mindfulness shared meditation. Thank you very much for being here. This is hosted in order to help us to keep up our formal mindfulness practice. Many of us have studied diligently for 8 weeks and developed a capacity to live a mindful life. And so now we meet online to keep up the formal practice, to support each other in doing that, and to listen to a few more words on mindfulness and how to stay on track with the special kind of approach that's involved, one of kindness, of warmth, of curiosity, making an effort to sit and practice, but not trying too hard. So today I'm going to guide you in 10 minutes mindfulness of the breath, and then we'll talk for another few minutes on awareness. Mindfulness is about being in the moment, and it's about being here kindly, as I've said, and not judging our experience. We tend to decide whether we like this, we don't like that, and the mind is often in a state of criticism and analysis. With mindfulness, we attempt to just be with whatever is there in an open and accepting way. So this takes a little bit of practice, and in order to achieve the capacity to be able to just be with things as they are, we regard our meditation as a little laboratory, if you like. So as we observe the breath and the mind wanders, if we're criticizing ourselves for not paying attention, we just notice the judging mind and we come back to the breath. So we have an opportunity over and over again to practice our non-judgment. So sitting in a dignified posture helps. It's not imperative. It helps us to stay aware, stay zoned in rather than zoned out. And I invite you to close your eyes for 10 minutes, mindfulness of the breath. First of all, coming into the moment through the physical sensations of sitting, aware of our weight on the chair or cushion, entering into the world of the senses, feeling the body, feeling the chair, rather than thinking about it. We might like to notice our feet, exploring any places of contact with the floor, with a sock, with a shoe. And then perhaps noticing the physical sensations in our hands, wherever they're resting. being in the body, finding this is one of the best ways of being in the moment. Adopting an attitude of warmth and kindness. And once we've landed in ourselves, we invite our attention to the breath. Perhaps noticing the rising and falling of the rib cage. Perhaps aware of the belly moving, checking our posture and noticing if we're tensing or trying too hard. Softening into the practice of bodily awareness. Noticing the flow, the pauses, perhaps air flowing in the nostrils. It's quite normal for the mind to wander. We can't stop the thoughts, but we can observe them without attachment. Maybe saying, there's planning, there's worrying, there's daydreaming, and coming back to the breath, back to the now, feeling the physical sensations in the body as we breathe. Receiving those signals of perhaps the skin touching our clothes, the caress of air passing in the nose, in the nostrils, in the throat. Being with the physical feelings associated with breathing. Being accepting of what we find being accepting of our own level of focus and attention. As best we can, staying with this breath and this one. Picking up the detail, allowing what is there to be there. Noticing the subtle detail as the body breathes all by itself. And we might like to make our awareness a little bit more spacious, including all the sensations of breathing. Maybe not one at a time, maybe aware in a global sense of the body breathing, of ourselves sitting, observing as a kindly witness. With an open, non-selective field of attention, simply holding the breath and the process of breathing in awareness. Just a few more breaths, noticing, mindful, accepting. And when we're ready, opening our eyes and noticing that transition as well. You may like to have a bigger breath or a stretch. Oh, the light has moved around. So here I am without the sunbeam. So awareness. John Kabat-Zinn describes awareness as another sense, to be regarded in a similar way to the way we regard hearing or taste or sight. And as we develop a spacious attitude as we meditate, as we're picking up the signals of the now in a receptive way, then we start to develop this capacity to be aware in a general sense, not just one sensation at a time, but a more spacious feeling. And this this approach that we have really enables us to understand what it is to be in awareness and use that as one of our senses. And every time that we sit and we meditate and we're being aware of our bodies and we're aware of our world and our inner world and our outer world through mindful observation, we're developing this capacity for awareness. And after a while, we're not just noticing one part of our body or one particular stimulus. We're actually picking up on all the stimuli of the now, and this enables us to be mindfully present, to be aware, and to we hope do this in an accepting and non-judgmental way. In a class yesterday, somebody beautifully said that this kind of open awareness feels quite powerful, and we explored that concept, and I realized that being in a state of open and general awareness to me feels like being in touch with the truth. It feels very large because it encompasses all of the now, the inner, the outer, and beyond. And there's some beautiful quality in being in the now in this very spacious way and feeling that we're in touch with the truth of the moment because we're in touch with all the different elements. And there's something beautiful about being in touch with that truth. So whether it's a difficult moment or a pleasant one, if we're in full open awareness and we have this large sense of the now, then we've stepped really out of duality, out of I like this, I don't like that, into this just is and I can be with it. And there is a sense of rightness in being aware fully in the now, in a large sense. So every time that you sit and you practice, or you have a mindful cup of tea, or your hands are mindfully on the steering wheel as you drive, or you're doing your 3-minute breathing space, every time we practice, we're developing this capacity for awareness, which takes us closer and closer to living a mindful life with this non-judgmental sense of the now. And that enables us to live a fully aware life and improves the quality of our experience. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting each other in the formal practice. Check out the website omindfulness.com for retreats, for courses coming up this autumn. And there's been a bit of a blip on the Facebook page. So Facebook don't seem to want to let you into mindfulness at the moment, but you can access through the browser. Thank you for being here, and see you soon for another practice. Have a week of mindful moments. Bye for now.